opening shot. Welcome to High Now Daily. You're looking at Brother Mark and the very handsome, talented Keikoa Kekumano. We know he's a Hollywood actor, local boy, but he's a business owner. We're going to be talking about Kapua Va Experiences in just a little bit. Also, for all you foodies out there, Denise Yamaguchi's here with Kristen. Hawaii Food and Wine Festival tickets just went on sale. Make sure you tune in for that. Also, more live musicians on the show. I know you recognize her. We're gearing up for all the things that are going to be taking place on High Now Daily coming up in just a little bit. That's Luna Gina. Plus, how First Hawaiian Bank, get a look at that ohana right there, is gearing up for Small Business Month and how they're giving back to the local community. And in fact, I think we got a best friend hanging out over there on the floor. That's Barkley. Barkley is ready for High Now Daily. And if you've been watching the show since the beginning, you're hearing some lovely music right now. And that's courtesy of our first two guests joining us right now. We got Kelly Boy DeLima and Lilo joining us. Aloha, gang.
How you doing, brother?
Mahalo nui for being here, ohana. Okay, what a show, first off.
Yeah.
Very excited to have you guys over here.
Good to be here. Thanks
And
for
every
having
time you guys come, you guys are always ready for jam. We got the Hokus coming up. You guys looking forward?
The Hokus are coming up, yes. Yeah, looking forward to it.
So that's going to be coming up June 21st in just a little bit. Yeah, what can we expect this year with the Hokus?
All kinds of stuff. You know, we're going to be performing along with a whole bunch of superstars, you know, local superstars. And yeah, we
What do you think this night means to so many of us as well? I mean, this is really the opportunity for the entire community to come together to celebrate Hawaiian music. And you've been a part of it for a long time.
You know, like for the musicians, this is one real big community gathering because normally we always working, huh? And you know, everybody is passing each other on the fly. So this is one of the nights that we can actually sit down together, you know, vala'au, break bread, and enjoy with everybody.
I'm curious as well, as someone who has been a part of the Hokus since the 80s, how has this thing grown over the years? We've got live production that takes place, the concerts, the music, and of course the awardees.
Yeah, it's just, you know, different generation from generation to generation. But the one thing that is good is that our culture is alive and well. And you know, and that's what it's all about. That's what Hawaii is about, yeah, passing down from generation to generation. So I've witnessed that. I've seen many.
You're doing that?
Yeah.
You're doing that?
Generation after generation. So yeah, you know, it's just pretty incredible.
Lilo, as we gear up for Hawaii's biggest night, it's going to be a busy night for you in the ohana as well.
Yes.
Big night for Pops celebrating the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yep, so my dad is being awarded this year, which is such an honor. But nobody, I feel like, is more deserving. He's he's given his life for this industry. So really proud to have that moment for him.
I agree. What is that going to be like for you guys to see Pops recognized in that way? And it must just be crazy, like when you're walking around and everyone's just running up telling you how much they just love your Pops.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
Every day, the mall, everything. It's just going to be an amazing, honestly, like, he deserves it. You know, like if there's anybody that deserves it, it's him. So we can't wait to
I don't
celebrate
feel like
him.
I deserve it.
I was going to ask. Because
I'm still alive and breathing. You know?
I know, yeah.
Still doing 3 gigs a day, you know, on the weekends.
And the voice getting better. You're aging backwards. I swear.
Yes.
What does the honor mean to you, though, Kelly? I mean, to be recognized on a night like that in a room full of so many people you've spent a lot of time.
You know, just to stand on the shoulders of those before me, bro. Greats, bro. Greats. I don't like start crying. But bro, that's the biggest award that you can win. You know, we've won Group of the Year, Album of the Year at the Nahokus. And that's for 1 year, you know what I mean? This is lifetime, forever, you know? This is a lifetime of what I put into it for 40 years and stuff like that. And bro, just to be recognized, yeah, is like, what a blessing.
It's amazing, but I gotta echo Lilo. I don't think anyone deserves it more. You've been a legend for so long.
Thank you.
I'm curious as well, Kelly, when you look at like the entire music scene here in Hawaii, the young up-and-comers now, there's so many on-the-rise artists. I mean, it must be unreal to see the next generation coming up.
Bro, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I like the fact that our music is getting recognized internationally. You know, I mean, bro, we got some heavy hitters, man, from Hawaii that is getting. Look at Iam Tongi. We just did opened up for him in Vegas, you know, a few weeks ago, and bro, people that, I mean, this is not, you know, I mean, you had a bunch of local people from Hawaii, but bro, all kind of people that you never ever saw in one local. You know, it's like people from around the world that came to the concert and just, you know, And we're on the map, bro.
We're on the map. And I
And that's
gotta
all
say,
that's all that matters, bro.
yeah, you,
our music
Kapena,
is-
all of the legends, you have so
Yeah.
much to do with that as well. Kelly Boy, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Lilo,
much.
mahalo nui for being here. And again, congratulations
Yeah,
on the big
thank you,
honor.
brother. Thank
Hey, as we mele nui to break, can we bless us with a mele?
I
as we
would
head into
love
the
to.
weekend?
Yeah.
Stay with us on High Now Daily. We got much more coming up.
She's my lady. She's my baby. She's my woman. And I love her till the end of time. And I love her till the end of time. And every day I'm away from you, I get these tropical lady blues. How can I think when I'm feeling so blue? When all I want is to be by you, tropical lady, my island baby. She's my woman, and I love her till the end of time. And I love her till the end of time. And I love her till the end of time. But I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to do. But there's one thing I know, girl, I love you. Every day I'm away from you, I get these tropical lady blues. How can I think when I'm feeling so blue? And all I want is to be by you, tropical lady, my island baby. She's my woman, and I love her till the end of time. But I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. The one thing I know, girl, I love you. My tropical lady, I love you. Till the end of time. And I love her till the end of time. The end of time. Say I love her, I love her, I love you. The end of time. Say I love her, I love her, I love you. The end of time. Say I love her till the end of time. 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 Tropical lady, I love you.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. What you're looking at there is actually the true star of today's show. That's our friend Barkley, courtesy of our ohana over there at Kaka'ako Pets. We want to welcome in our next guest now. We've got Dr. Pauline Simbri DaCosta joining us from Kaka'ako Pets, as well as Cheryl Tagawa and Bailey Gallagher from First Hawaiian Bank. Mahalo nui for being here, ladies.
Yes,
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so we got a lot to get to as we continue to celebrate a small business month here in Hawaii, but I do want to start with First Hawaiian Bank first. Cheryl, what's taking place in terms of First Hawaiian Bank and its support for so many of the local businesses here at home?
Well, small businesses are so important to the bank. We really believe in the relationships we grow with the small business owners personally, as well as business-wise. Like, we offer so many products and services that we really just want to get to know them, build that relationship, and help them grow.
It's very important. And Bailey, as we talk about small business, it's so unique in terms of what small businesses need from business to business, correct? How does the approach happen with First Hawaiian Bank when small businesses come to you folks?
Right. When small businesses come to us, it's not just about business, but it's also about the relationship. So when we partner with our small businesses like Kaka'ako Pet Hospital, we're not only doing business with them, but we're also partnering with them on social media campaigns and little small business giveaways. So that's kind of what we're doing throughout the whole month, and that's why we have this $100 gift certificates for Kaka'ako Pet Hospital, so we can do a giveaway and just partner with them. So that's one of the things that we do during Small Business Month.
Okay, very cool. What you're looking at right now is a screen with some information on how all of this is going to work in terms of the Instagram giveaways. You tag two friends, you're going to qualify for some gift cards. Dr. Pauline, I want to ask you folks, though, for people who don't know, tell us about Kaka'ako Pets and the service you guys provide.
We are a general practice in Kaka'ako.
Oh, is that why it's called that? So much sense, Doc.
You laugh.
And what type of services do we offer at Kaka'ako
We
Pets?
do preventive medicine. We do general medicine, surgery, healthcare. We do acupuncture. We do Chinese medicine. We do a lot of other wonderful things. We have clients that are aging out, and we take really good care of them.
And I do understand as well, this is a partnership that goes back quite a few years, right, with Kaka'ako Pets and First Hawaiian Bank.
Yeah.
How did the collaboration start?
Well, to be honest, my first practice, First Hawaiian Bank, was a block away, so I would walk with our deposit every day to the bank. And First Hawaiian Bank has been my bank since college, too.
That's how you know you can
Lifetime.
trust. Yeah, obviously
Lifetime.
these legacy relationships. Simbri, tell us about Barkley over here.
He's my Hanai son. He's not up for adoption, disclaimer. He's a pet of one of our clients, long-term clients. Follow Dr. Koriyasu. We've seen like multi-generational. So he's here. He actually came in for an appointment today, just like an annual checkup. That's kind of what we focus on, like she said, prevention medicine and then wellness. But he is older, he's 16 years old, so he does have a lot of like health issues going on that we manage. Arthritis being the biggest one, but he's still moving around. He was saying hi to everybody.
Right.
Yeah, he's still local and
Still
wants to say
looking
hi,
good.
Mr. Aloha.
Still looking very good. And it's interesting as well, just as banks navigate the different approaches, even in terms of the care that you folks provide, right? Because every patient coming in is facing something different, is that right?
Yep, and then we see them from when they're puppies until they're seniors, so everything in between. Dr. Koriyasu actually does, and she kind of touched on it, Western and Eastern medicine, so not every clinic offers that. Chinese medicine, acupuncture. She also does a little bit of rehab. We do like cold laser therapy. So again, we kind of do a little bit of everything to kind of,
Full scope of care.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Full scope of care.
Yeah.
I do want to go back to you guys as well, Bailey, because we mentioned the Open for Business series over here on the table. So how do people enter for a chance to be a part of it?
Yes, they can enter to win on our Instagram at FHB Hawaii and Kaka'ako Pet Hospital's Instagram at Kaka'ako Pet Hospital. And you just tag your friends. I know a lot of us in Hawaii, we have so many pets that are part of our family, and so this is just a way for us to kind of give back and partner with Kaka'ako Pet Hospital to just have a little bit of discount on those services.
There you go. Very important stuff. And again, as we continue to celebrate Small Business Month here in Hawaii, make sure you follow First Hawaiian Bank and Kaka'ako Pets as well. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Barkley.
I'm at Shriners Children's Hawaii, where they recognize Tourette Syndrome awareness for the month of May. And today I am joined by Luca and his mother, Jennifer. Thank you so much for being here, taking time out of your busy day.
Thank you.
Now, Mom, I wanted to start with you. What is Tourette Syndrome, and how did that come to be with you and your family?
So basically, Tourette syndrome is when there's like a series of chronic tics, which are involuntary muscle movements, but they can also occur as vocal tics as well. It's where the individual does not have control over these bodily movements or sounds, and it's repetitive, so it's chronic. So at around maybe 2 years old, I noticed that he was having like these repetitive eye blinking. It got a lot more intense, and as time progressed, the tics, they morphed or they moved to like different parts of his body. Through a relative, we were set up here at Shriners with Dr. Lee, and we're able to like get some help for Luca.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned Dr. Lee. Luca, I wanted to move over to you, ask you about Dr. Lee. You come every about 6 months. What do you and Dr. Lee talk about, and how does he help you?
When I come to Dr. Lee's office, I usually sometimes we'll go on an iPad, and he asks me like what I like to do at school, how is your friends, and even like stuff I like to eat.
Nice. So just checking in with Dr. Lee, talking to him, seeing where you're at. Now, Luca, what is it like to be living with Tourette syndrome? I know you were mentioning you get these tics, but what does it feel like? What does it look like for you?
I'm very glad that it isn't painful when it happens. Nothing's painful, and it doesn't affect my how I function anymore, which is good. When I have it, it may look like I'm humming, or I might be doing like almost like clearing my throat, high pitch or low pitch sounds, like sounds that I make, or it could be like how Mom said, like shoulder shrugs, which are a bit more rare because my case is a bit milder now.
Now, when you're at school, do you feel your tics coming on, and how do you cope with that if you do?
When it happens at school, usually my classmates don't notice it, but how I cope with it when my classmates notice it is like I find time to talk to them about like, hey, I hope it doesn't bother you. I'm not trying to be mean or try to bother you. I know it may seem like I can control it, but I can't really control it, and I hope it doesn't bother you.
Wow, you're a very strong and mature little guy, and I'm glad that you're educating all your classmates about this, because it is, after all, Tourette Syndrome Awareness Month, so we should be talking about it, right? Yeah, and then Mom, we're managing it. That's what you're saying. So at home, what does that look like?
Basic things like eating healthy, staying away from highly processed foods, foods that are like really high in sugars, making sure that Luca gets enough rest. The sleep is very, very important, but then that lends to making sure that he has enough exercise, because when he has a lot of good physical exercise, he eats better, and then he also sleeps better too. So all three of those things really help to manage it a lot.
Besides playing outside with my sisters and my cousins, like sports, I like to play with Legos, and I like to tinker with some things. Like I'm sharing my sister's house in Legos, and I built this car and this little ship.
And big responsibility, we were talking about you being a part of the student council. What's your role in student council?
I am in student council, and I'm the treasurer for the school.
Are you good with money? Yeah? Oh, good. Are you saving for your college tuition?
I think Mom is. I think Mom is more than me.
Well, that's a good mama to be saving for your future and your education. And Mom, moving back to you, if there are parents out there who are watching this segment and maybe they feel like, does my child have TS? Are these some of the symptoms? What do you suggest for them?
For me, it was like a motherly intuition. So that was the thing that really propelled me to go and seek answers actually from our pediatrician. And then from there, they have access to specialists like what we have over here at Shriners. They're very concerned with, especially Luca's social-emotional well-being. And that was something that really stuck out to us, and that's helped us a lot to not feel alone in this journey, because sometimes you kind of feel like, I'm sure he can feel like he's alone, and then mommy and daddy and our family sometimes can feel like we're alone. So Shriners has definitely helped us with that. Yeah.
All right. Well, you two, thank you so much for joining me today and telling me a little bit about Tourette syndrome. And we're raising awareness today, so this is really great that I had a chance to sit down with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, and if you need support, make sure you reach out to Shriners Children's Hawaii. We're gonna have all the details on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
Aloha and welcome back into the studio. We're sitting down to talk story now with Denise Yamaguchi, CEO of the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival and the Hawaii Ag and Culinary Alliance. Welcome into the show, Denise.
Thanks for having me.
Mahalo for being here. It's an exciting time. If you're a foodie, this is the apex of the year as we gear up for this year's festival.
So before I start and talk about this year's festival, I really have to thank all of our supporters, our partners, our sponsors, the chefs, winemakers, mixologists, media partners like you who have really helped make Hawaii Food and Wine Festival what it is today. I mean, it's a milestone. It's our 15th annual Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. It's an anniversary year for us. And what makes it so special is that, you know, we bring 150 chefs from all over the world. They converge on this space, and we've been able to make Hawaii a leading culinary destination. For this year, our theme is Feast. It's connecting food, education, agriculture, sustainability, and tourism. And you'll see that theme throughout all of our events. Our events start on October 17th on the Big Island. We go to Maui on October 24th. And then we start our Oahu events on October 30th, and we end on November 2nd. So full lineup, 3 weekends, gonna be awesome.
It's a very exciting time, and Hawaii News Now very grateful to always support the festival. As we gear up for this year, though, let's talk about the star-studded lineup, incredible local chefs as well as international talents as well.
Yeah, so we have 150 chefs from all over the world converging here in Hawaii. We have some fan favorites, top chef stars like Leah Cohen, Shota Nakajima. We have Master Chef Judge Aaron Sanchez. He's going to be hosting an event on Maui. We also have Iron Chef Morimoto again coming to Hawaii. We have culinary luminaries like Nancy Silverton, Michael Mina, and we have some local stars like Robin Mai, Chef Jason Peel, and Sheldon Simeon. So a full lineup and a full great, list of chefs coming to Hawaii.
And in addition to the star-studded lineup, some new added events for this year. I know one involves golf and Alan Wong, which obviously that makes sense.
So yes, we added a couple events, and this is the first time we're doing the Cuisines of the Sun Golf Classic at the Mauna Lani Golf Course. Ooh. And again, it's hosted by Chef Alan Wong, and it's going to be great because he's such a competitive golfer, so it's going to be fun. We also have a feast summit, which is a conference that brings together industry leaders and change makers to talk about food, education, agriculture, sustainability, and tourism. We also have a lunch that day. The theme for the lunch is Taste Our Love for Hawaii. It's sponsored by HMAA, and your fan favorite, Kitchen Scraps fan favorite, Mari Wills, will be cooking as part of that lunch. So we're super excited about that.
Yeah, very excited. Big time congratulations to her. We're going to be catching up with her in just a little bit. Denise, I want to ask as well, what started as a 3-day event back in 2011 has grown tremendously over the years, obviously recognized as the big time food festival here in Hawaii, but now being recognized nationally. How has this thing just grown over the years and really put Hawaii on the map in that way as a culinary destination?
So, we started small. We were, a 3-day event in Waikiki, and then we brought on Ko'olina, we brought on Maui, then we brought on the Big Island. But we were so lucky. We had chefs like Alan Wong and Roy Yamaguchi who stepped up and chaired this thing and brought all of their friends to Hawaii and really brought star-studded talent to the islands, which put a spotlight on us as a culinary destination. And I gotta say that this is critically important to our sustainability, because there's so many beautiful places in the world, and culinary tourism is growing, and people make choices on where they're going to go based on food these days. So this has become really, really important. The other thing I want to mention about the festival is that we are built as a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and over the 14 years we've been able to give back $5 million to the community. It went back to ag, culinary, and INA-based organizations. We've also been able to support the industry through our Kokua Fund during the pandemic and also during the Maui wildfires. So super proud about what we've been able to do that. But again, it's only because of our supporters and our ticket buyers and partners like you. So.
We're grateful to be a part of it, and obviously that's what chefs do in time of need. They come together and they give back to the local community. If people want to get tickets, obviously tickets just went on sale. How do people do it?
So tickets are on sale, and you can go to www.hawaiifoodandwinefestival.com. And our Feast Summit is not on sale yet, but it'll be on sale this summer.
There you go, Denise. Thank you so much for the time. And again, for more info about this year's Hawaii Food and Wine Festival, head to HiNowDaily.com. We'll be right back. Great job. How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Joining us now is Keikoa, Kekumano, as well as Mark Norfleet. Obviously, Keikoa, we know you from the Hollywood days, bro, but also local business owner as well. Welcome into the show, you two.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Mahalo
us.
for being here. Okay, bro, Kapua Va, bro, tell us about it.
Yeah, so I started this business 2 years ago, and it was kind of a passion project for me. I was very excited to be able to collaborate with Kaimana Beach Hotel, and so I bought a canoe, I got permitted and insured, and I went out and I just started going gung-ho with it, and now we're here today.
Right on, bro. Yeah. But the water always been a big part of your life, both on the big screen, but also just being a Hawaii boy.
Yes, 100%. So, luckily enough, I was able to start off kind of as like a little guru on the beach in Waikiki growing up. I made my way to ocean safety, and I was able to work with the lifeguards for about 6-7 years, and I was dancing at the luau's in Royal Hawaiian Hotel with Tihatis, and so it was kind of natural for me to create this business, Kapua Va Experiences, and so I was able to pull on really awesome guys like Mark with me.
Right on, bro. And so how did the collaboration happen with you two?
I saw him at the beach. I met him at the beach because I spent so much time down there at that beach, and so I met him when he was lifeguarding. And it was funny because he'd always kind of quiz me about canoes and bows and this and that. So I would give, talk to him about it. Then the first time I see him steering, I'm like, this guy don't need any advice from me. He's got it. So we just kind of feed off each other, how much we love the ocean, and how, you know, a lot of times we'll take out 2 canoes and kind of have our own little battles with each other.
Right
but,
on.
yeah.
So let's get into the experiences with Kapua Va.
Yes.
How does it work? Because you're able to take people out, and you launch from Kaimana Beach, yeah?
Exactly. So our main mission and goal for Kapua Va Experiences is to basically perpetuate the culture and traditions of the old school Waikiki Beach Boys through canoe surfing. And we're really lucky to be able to get to do something like this. So we launch out of Kaimana Beach. Depending on the currents, the conditions, and whatnot, we'll make our way down to several different surf spots. One of them being, you know, inside Tongs, whether we'll go right in front of the Natatorium, Baby Castles,
Right on.
even outside to Old Man's. Those are kind of the spots that we kind of like to hit. Very canoe surf friendly, and it's very accessible right there, right in front of us.
What do you think, Mark, makes what the experience you guys do maybe a little bit different than other ones that are offered out there? You know, oftentimes people head to Waikiki Beach looking for this type of aquatic experience, but what Kapua Va provides is a little bit different.
Right. Well, one thing is Keikoa has done so much research on the area, so he can tell you about every name of the ancient Hawaiians called it, and so he really gives you a lot of the history of that area with, you know, from a, you know, ancient Hawaiian point of view. The history I kind of give is just my point of view growing up there and playing in the water there, and so I think it works well for people because they get to, you know, see both aspects of it. And then, you know, it's usually just us and our group of people.
A little bit more intimate,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
Just
guys
us,
provide.
yeah.
We kind of offered, you know, because we were out in a 4-man canoe with someone being a captain and a steersman, it leaves about 3 to 4 seats available. And so it kind of gives it more of an intimate experience. We also, like Mark was saying, we like to educate the people. You know, we don't only want to catch waves and have a good time, but we always want to kind of share a little bit of education and knowledge. A lot of the tourists that come down, they don't really know what's going on. And so when they leave with a smile on their face, a good time, but they also leave with a little bit of something about the place that we were having a good time at. And that's the main goal. I look back at the old school Beach Boys, and they weren't only expert watermen, but they were really, really like entertainers.
Yeah.
So being able to kind of put on a nice show for them, play Hawaiian music, you know, let them jump out the va'a, swim around, and just immerse themselves within the ocean and the culture of canoe surfing is like, that's our main goal.
Right on. And then I do know as well, even for those who want to maybe go out in honor of a loved one who's maybe passed as well, because especially here in Hawaii, the paddle out is a very special thing, unique to Hawaii. You guys provide that experience as well, yeah?
Yes, we do. So that's one of the couple packages that we offer. And so the paddle out package allows families to get together. You know, me and Mark will take them out safely, and we're able to give them a really nice send off. You know, it's difficult times for a lot of the families, and so we want to be as sentimental as possible, and we want to make it as special as possible. And Mark's been doing it for so many years, and so it's really, I'm really lucky to be able to kind of work with him and stuff.
How do people book, bro? What is the best way to do it?
Best way to book, we go on www.kapuavaexperiences.com. You can also reach out to us through email, contact@kapuavaexperiences.com. You can also reach out on our Instagram, Kapua Va Experiences.
Solid. Keikoa, Mark, mahalo nui for being here.
Thank you.
For more info about the experiences as well, head to highnow.daily.com. We're going to head to break. We'll be right back. Cheers, brothers.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome. but tonight our kitchen scraps fan favorite and the chef that will be cooking at the 15th annual Hawaii Food and Wine Festival is Chef Maury Wills. Oh, how about that right there? That's right, that was from the big kickoff event for this year's Hawaii Food and Wine Festival over there. Whoa, and she's joining us live today on the show. The Kitchen Scraps fan favorite from season number 1, ladies and gentlemen, Chef Maury Wills. Welcome into the show.
Hi, Noah. Nice to see you again.
The last time I said your name was in a room filled with people as we announced you as the fan favorite. Were you surprised?
I was shocked. I did not expect that at all.
Really, I mean, honestly, great job. And so many people, I mean, I feel like you had a lot of support from the community, and I really love your culinary story as well. Moving away from Hawaii, making in Ohana, coming back and thinking, how am I gonna reintegrate back into the space? But you've just done such a great job. How is life for you right now?
Life is so busy. I'm about to finish up the school year teaching culinary arts at Kaiser High School. So all the students are preparing for their final exam where they're gonna have to cook for some chef judges.
Whoa.
Yeah, they'll be running their own restaurant. I'm really excited and kind of nervous to see what they're gonna make.
Okay, very exciting.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the nerves, right? We are gearing up for the 15th annual Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. I have gone for so many years as a guest, I've emceed, but to cook at that thing is such an honor. I mean, how are you feeling gearing up for it?
It is literally going to be the honor of my life cooking at the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. Ever since I started culinary school back in 2008, I was dreamed of attending Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. So it's like a full circle moment for me, especially like being a little bit older, knowing more culinary
You're so
stuff.
not old, Chef Maury. What are we talking about
I think we graduated the same year, kind of.
Yeah. We're like getting there.
We are,
you know?
a little bit.
Chef, we have a lot of things over here on the table. What did you cook up for us today?
So right now I'm making a watercress mojo sauce. So I'm using Sumida Farms watercress because it's watercress season right now. And a mojo sauce originates from Cuba, originally from the Canary Islands outside of Spain. So
and I can tell you're a high school educator.
Yes,
that tracks.
for sure. So I actually attended cohort 6 of the Culinary Institute of the Pacific, Culinary Institute of America Workforce Development
What
Program.
was that collaboration like, to have that experience and learn from these, incredible instructors and then, utilize this local ingredient?
So Chef Lance Nitahara was my instructor for cohort 6, which was vibrant dishes of Latin America. So today I'm gonna be fusing what I learned from Chef Lance into a Hawaii dish.
All right,
like
I love
local,
it.
Yeah.
So one more time, we've got the sauce in here. We just squeezed in some fresh fruit, right?
So we have some cara oranges.
Okay.
And then I'm actually gonna use a secret ingredient. Instead of jalapenos, I'm using chili pepper water.
I'm loving the fusion that's happening over here.
So this one's a mango chili pepper water.
Okay, that's
So I'm just
go
gonna add a
inside
little
there
bit
as well.
for the heat.
So is this gonna be a sauce that accompanies those
The steak,
steaks over
yes.
there, I see?
I got some nice ribeye resting. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil.
Now, how did you come up with this recipe? Is this something you learned in class, something you're teaching your class, or?
So just learning what from Lance, Chef Lance, he really inspired me to cook with more Latin flavors, but fusing it into our Hawaiian ingredients. So I got inspired because of the Sumida Farms watercress.
All right, love it. Let's do it.
All right.
Add the olive oil, and then can we get blended?
Yeah, let's blend it up. So I'm just gonna add olive oil. This helps emulsify it.
Man, this thing is smelling fantastic right now.
Yes. I'm also gonna add a little bit of honey for a touch of sweetness.
So many local ingredients coming into the blender over here. I love.
I
Okay.
know. Okay, and then this is really gonna help showcase our local ingredients, which brings up the event that I'll be doing in October.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna be part of the luncheon, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Taste Our Love for Hawaii, presented by HMAA. You got to be looking forward to that.
I am super excited, and it's kind of a love letter to our Hawaiian ingredients, and all the chefs I look up to, the local chefs, will be there. So yeah, it was all about showcasing our local ingredients and our local flavors.
Tasting Our Love for Hawaii. That's basically what I feel like the
Yeah.
entire festival is about, kind of, you know?
Do you want to do the honors
Sure.
and press puree?
Let's do it. Oh, this is a super good blender.
Yeah. So while you're doing
We got
that,
this for Kitchen Scraps season
I know.
2.
I was telling somebody we need this blender.
Everyone's always having blender issues
Yeah.
on the show.
So I'm gonna plate it up while
right,
you
let's do it.
help me blend it.
Okay.
So this is our uala mashed potato. But
You made that one too?
I did, but to give it a local flair. So we have the uala, which is sweet potato in Hawaiian. But then to make it more Latin, I infused it with some cumin. So you'll get a little bit of that earthy tone.
Oh, okay, yeah, we definitely got a puree action over here.
Yay,
Oh, man, this
perfect.
thing
You did
smells so
great.
good.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so we got the potatoes.
So I'm gonna put our steak on top all pretty because we eat with our eyes first. I always tell my students that.
How is that? Being able to also
Actually, I wanna
be
cut this
educated
good
when you're
one.
going throughout these experiences, you know, with this CIA and
Yeah.
CIP, but then to be in the high school teaching what is going to be the next generation
Right.
of chefs here in Hawaii.
Honestly, just seeing them so inspired to cook, it's such a joy. I love teaching people how to cook, and when I see them super excited to come to my class and cook with me, and then they get creative with the recipes I provide them, it's just really, really neat to see how their brains
It is,
work.
and it's really cool to just see
Yeah.
what people are doing now. I feel like one of the fascinating things with the innovations now in food is that people are looking at ingredients that were traditionally done maybe certain ways, but there's basically 50 different ways that people haven't thought of and people are putting their spin on it. So it's been really
Right.
interesting.
And that also brings back to being at the classes, the CIP, CIA classes. It really helped me learn how to create the formula for making a unique dish. So having those different fusions of cultures, also playing with the different tastes, and just balancing all those flavors.
I'll say this as well. I have such an affinity for food and local chefs. Obviously, we do kitchen scraps over here on Hawaii News Now, but really you learned about how much work it takes that goes into the food when you go into these restaurants, when you go into these mom and pops. Like everyone is working so hard to make this food taste good, and it's amazing how much work goes into it.
They all put their love onto a plate, and that's what I do too. Cooking is our love language as chefs. So it's really great that we're able to showcase our flavors.
Beautiful. Is this puree gonna
Yeah,
go right
let's
over the
put some
top? I'm just
on.
gonna
Yeah,
go
you wanna
ahead
put it
over here. We're gonna slowly
Yes.
wrap up now over here with Chef Mari. What is next for you as we move forward? We've got the festival, which is going to be taking place in the, oh, sorry, did I overdo it?
No,
Actually,
no,
that looks good to me.
It's creative.
Oh gosh, you eat with
I
your
love
eyes,
it.
right? Is that what
It's
you said?
abstract art. No, we're gonna make it pop with this pickled red onions, and then I'm gonna sprinkle on some crispy garlic chips for some extra texture and flavor. Yes.
This is looking incredible. Chef Mari,
Wow.
how do people continue to follow you on your culinary journey? What's the best
So
way?
they can watch me all my cooking videos on Instagram. My handle is Bite Logic.
I love that Instagram
Yes,
handle
okay.
too. We're gonna head to break right now on High Now Daily. Continue to follow Chef Mari. I'm gonna work on my puree plating skills. Maybe I gotta head to the next cohort.
I think you gotta go into my class.
Yeah. I gotta sign up for a class. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We'll be right back. I gotta go in.
Oh yeah, go in.
All right, it is that time. Aloha Friday Mele presented by Kona Brewing over here. We got local artist Luna Gina hanging out with us in the studio. How's that?
Hi, how are you?
Very excited to get to your performance here in a little bit. We were just here for the sound check, so we're very excited. But tell everyone out there about your musical skill set. Like, when did the musical journey begin for you?
Well, I've been singing since I was a little girl. You know, I grew up singing karaoke. Like, my parents are Korean, were born in Korea. So, yeah, Korean American, grew up and always sang karaoke when I was like 6, forced to play classical piano. And then at like 17, I just was like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And I stopped. But of course, now looking back, I wish I would have continued because, yeah, I found myself back on the piano.
Life has a funny way of doing that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so as an artist, who inspires you? What is your style? What's your flow like?
Ooh, this is hard. This is a hard one. I've been inspired by so many different musicians throughout the years, but I did grow up kind of listening to a lot of like Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott, more like neo soul and soul vibes, and then now I'm definitely inspired by more jazz, a bit of reggae, island sounds as well. So it's really all just like kind of evolving.
Interesting genres though, yeah. And kind of blending and finding your voice through the mix.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to figure out kind of not attach myself to anything and really just go with the flow, you know?
I love that. What's some of the recent singles you've been working on right now as you continue to create?
Yeah, so today I'm gonna share a song that I released. It's called Sunshine and Cinnamon, so I'll play that live for you today. And I do have a new song coming out called Ego. That's more of a reggae jazz fusion. So look out for that in a few weeks.
Very exciting. How do people stay up to date with you? Do you have Instagram live musical performances where people can come down, check you out, listen to you live?
Yeah, so you can definitely follow along on Instagram at Luna Gina, and a lot of my songs are available to stream, you know, on any streaming platform worldwide. So Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Tidal, you know, Deezer, whatever else.
Just search it up, you're gonna find it. But you don't even gotta do that because right now we got a live performance coming up via Luna Gina. Make sure you stay up to date with her Instagram as well. Take it away.
Coffee at 3. You see, I woke up late again, 'cause I saw you in my dream. Well, the years have flown on by, but I never held my breath. Said it just took some time for me to find my strength. Well, I confess I've been a mess lately, and I'll profess, get this off my chest, they all my chest.
Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. Again, just a reminder, Kona Brewing Hawaii recently launched 2 seasonal beers. They got the Mahea Haze and the Hazy IPA, and also that Pili Pilsner. You got an IPA and the Pili Pilsner. Try them out now. They're available for a limited time. And the cool part, that beer is brewed right over there in Kona, supporting our local artists. As we head to break, we've got another live performance.
Sunshine and cinnamon, your green eyes are glistening. And here I am, take this change after all this time, darling, you're still my sunshine and cinnamon, your green eyes are glistening. Here I am, I'll take this chance after all this time. I'm still yours. Still